welcome to People's Voice on VOP Television, where the stories that matter most take center stage as we continue to amplify the voices, stories, concerns, and perspectives of the everyday Nigerians. That's you and I. I am Adefunke Jaisimi, and today on People's Voice, we are taking a deeper dive into the words of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's special advisor on policy communication, Daniel Bwala, who has said that the president will get more than 2 million votes from the Southeast in 2027. Interesting, right? But before then, let's look at the review of FIRS, customs, and NPC deductions. So President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has ordered a comprehensive review of deductions and revenue retention practices by major revenue-generating agencies in Nigeria. The agencies affected include the Federal Inland Revenue Service, FIRS, Nigerian Customs Service, Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, NUPRC, Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NIMASA, and the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL. Specifically, the review will reassess NNPC's 30% management fee and 30% frontier exploration deduction under the Petroleum Industry Act, PIA. The review aims to boost public savings, increase investment, and also promote economic growth in Nigeria. By optimizing public savings and enhancing spending efficiency, the government hopes to free up more resources to finance growth and also attract domestic and foreign investment in the nation. The ultimate goal is to achieve a $1 trillion economy by the year 2030 with a growth rate of at least 7% annually from 2027. Interesting times, yes. I mean, if this is supposed to begin in 2027 until 2030, looks like something traceable and a record that can be trackable, and we can evaluate how much success is made from this. But this directive is part of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda, which focuses on grassroots empowerment and poverty reduction in the nation. The agenda includes the launch of the Renewed Hope World Development Program, designed to empower economically active individuals at the grassroots level through micro-level poverty reduction strategies in collaboration with state and local government and private sector's partners. According to the Minister of Finance, Wale Edun, macroeconomic stability indicators are beginning to improve in the nation. The exchange rate is stabilizing, inflation is coming down, revenues are rising, and debt to GDP ratios are coming within range. Edun also presented two memos, one for $125 million Islamic Development Bank financing for infrastructure development in Abia State, and another one on refinancing for $4 trillion in outstanding electricity sector obligations, which will be implemented in phases under the Debt Management Office and other related agencies. A good one, if you ask me, but your thoughts are also important to us. Let's look at more stories in the news. Let's begin with politics, as the Inter-Party Advisory Council of Nigeria, IPAC, has rejected the upcoming Rivers State local government area and councillorship elections, citing constitutional violations and the ongoing state of emergency in the state. IPAC described the planned election as illegal and unconstitutional, warning that proceeding with the polls under the current political climate would undermine Nigeria's administration and, of course, the democratic institutions. Still on politics, the All Progressives Congress APC has criticized Charles Soludo, the governor of Anambra State, on his recent visit to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, calling it a desperate bid to shore up his declining political influence in the state. The APC within Anambra State described Soludo's meeting with Tinubu as a last kick of dying horse and urged the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to conduct free and fair elections. And this has also sparked a lot of reactions. I mean, if the president is from your party and a governor who has decided to align with progressive has visited the president, and now you are calling on INEC to conduct a free and fair election, what exactly are you saying about the state of electoral processes in the nation? Well, let's move away from political stories to education, where the federal government has announced a 7-year moratorium on the establishment of new federal universities, polytechnics, and colleges of education to improve education quality and sustain international respect for Nigerian graduates. The moratorium aims to halt the unchecked proliferation of underutilized institutions, which has led to inefficiencies, poor infrastructures, inadequate staffing, and declining student enrollment. Still on education, the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has fixed September 22 and 26 for screening of over 500 exceptional candidates below 16 years of age seeking admission into tertiary institutions. The screening exercise will be conducted by a special technical committee set up by JAMB to ensure that only exceptional and well-prepared underage graduates, secondary school graduates, gain admissions into the university. It's time to talk about the economy and youth development, as the federal government has also launched a new national skills program aimed at connecting 20 million young Nigerians to jobs, trainings, and entrepreneurship opportunities by 2030. The program, part of the Renewed Hope agenda, focuses on grassroots empowerment and poverty reduction in the nation. Generation Unlimited Nigeria, that's the team, and the Vice President, Kashim Shettima, has assumed the chairmanship position of the Reactivation Board of Generation Unlimited GenU Nigeria, with a mandate to connect 20 million young Nigerians to employment opportunities by the year 2030. The initiative aims to unlock the creative, entrepreneurial, and intellectual capital of Nigerian youths. In another developing story, talk about defense and security. The United States government has approved a possible foreign military sale to Nigeria of munitions, precision bombs, precision rockets, and related equipment valued at about $346 million. The sale aims to strengthen Nigeria's capability to address current and future threats, including operations against terrorist organizations and illicit trafficking in Nigeria and the Gulf of Guinea. That's the story on security now. Good move. Whatever your thoughts on these stories, would like to hear from you. So be a part of the conversation through calling or text on WhatsApp on 090-447-32605. 090-447-32605 is the number to call us via WhatsApp, and you can follow us on social media at VOP TV Live, and also use the hashtag to be a part of this conversation, People's Voice on VOP TV. On YouTube, we have Voice of the People TV. Kindly hit the subscribe button, and together we can make our voices heard. That's all for now in the news. We'll be back after this break to have a detailed discussion on the projections for the 2027 election and the political dynamics ahead of 2027. Please stay tuned. Many thanks for staying with People's Voice on VOP Television, where conversations that are of interest to Nigerians take center stage. And of course, we begin with the African Democratic Congress ADC coalition, which has been making waves as 7 general elections approaches. The coalition, which includes prominent figures such as former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, Labour Party's 2023 presidential candidate Peter Obi, and the former Kaduna State Governor Malam Nasir El-Rufai, aims to offer an alternative to the ruling All Progressives Congress APC. But despite joining the ADC coalition, Peter Obi has remained a member of the Labour Party LP, thanks to a special concession granted by the ADC leadership. However, the Labour Party is currently embroiled in internal conflicts between the Julius Abure-led faction and the Esther Nemadi faction backed by Obi and Governor Alex Oti of Abia State. This crisis has weakened the party's influence and raised questions about Obi's future and, of course, his position in all of this drama. But Obi's dual affiliation with the Labour Party and the ADC has sparked a lot of debate, with a faction of the Labour Party warning that he risks being disqualified from the party's presidential ticket if he continues to engage with the ADC coalition. Nevertheless, Obi has declared his intention to run for the presidency in 2027, potentially on the Labour Party platform. There are also rumors that Obi might consider returning to the People's Democratic Party, PDP, which has expressed interest in having him as the presidential candidate. On their part, the ADC's coalition's success depends on the unity and cooperation of its members, but internal wrangling and allegations of Atiku Abubakar hiring the party's mercenaries for his presidential ambitions may also undermine the coalition's effectiveness. And of course, Obi's chances of clinching the presidential ticket of any major opposition party depends on a lot of factors which are quite considerable at a time like this, including the outcome of the Labour Party internal conflicts and, of course, the dynamics within the African Democratic Congress ADC's coalition. But yes, interestingly, Daniel Bala, a presidential special advisor to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, predicts that Obi won't get the ticket in any party, including the ADC, and he also believes that President Bola Tinubu will secure up to 2 million votes or more in the Southeast region in 2027. Interesting. I mean, if that's what you're saying, yeah, I quite agree with you. It's quite interesting to be at a point like this. But whatever the situation is, it's never a one-man show on People's Voice. It's time to get into detailed discussion and analysis. And I'm now being joined in the studio live by VOP TV senior analyst, Dr. Peter Anosike. Good afternoon, Dr. Peter Anosike.
Thank you for having me.
I'm sure the energy is high. Everybody's about 20. Nobody's living in 2025 anymore. Everybody's already in 2027, thinking about their candidates, who gets the tickets and all. But let's talk about Peter Obi's. Let's begin before we move to the potential of Bola Tinubu securing votes in the Southeast. Peter Obi's political future is quite important, looking at the number of followership he's got. And of course, it feels like he's the man of the moment. Whatever Obi does now makes headlines. So how will Peter Obi's dual affiliation with the Labour Party and the ADC coalition at the moment impact his chances in the 2027 presidential election? Do you think it's a safe game? Or does he risk losing on both sides?
The war, whatever that you call it, that is the views of those who are against Nigeria. Understand?
I don't understand that.
Now, saying that
the dual affiliation.
Dual affiliation doesn't, it does not mean anything. P2B currently has a membership card of Labour Party. Yeah,
but it also identifies with the ADC.
That's the same party. You have the right to have sympathy for anybody.
So that's what affiliation simply means. It's not
membership. It's not.
He has an affiliation with the ADC.
But excuse me.
He's a member of the Labour Party and has a strong affiliation with the ADC, with the coalition.
Excuse me. Just like in football, for the past 22 years, I've been supporting Man City. But I have sympathy for Barcelona in Spain. That doesn't make me a Barcelona fan.
If you are quite popular in the sports world, nobody will see that as sympathy. There will be more definition for what you are doing.
Everywhere.
Okay, the affiliation is the word actually because it's an affiliation.
Who coined that word affiliation?
Just by the definition of what affiliation means, Doctor.
So you don't accept the definition of your enemy. You don't accept the rights of your enemy. He's going to run on the ticket of Labour Party.
Labour Party,
he never said that. He never said that.
Right?
Bring it to where he said
Doctor,
it.
I will prepare it ahead of the next time you'll be on this show. Right on this show where he mentioned it in a space where he held online that when he was reassuring the obedient movement after the proposed registration of the OPP and the POP that was trending at the time. He stated there, I was part of that space where he said that he is a member of Labour Party and would be willing to run under Labour Party. I think that it's beyond coming here to say what is not real about Peter Obi. He is a candidate of choice and he has the right to say things. You never heard where he said that, but it doesn't negate the fact that those of us that heard that he said that are making up stories for him. Let's talk about his participation in the coming election and the fact that his position in the Labour Party being the presidential candidate in 2023 and projections is in part presidential election.
In 2013, which party?
2023.
In 2013.
2013.
Yes, which party was Bola Tinubu? In 2013, which party was Muhammadu Buhari?
I'm listening to you. I asked
in
questions.
In 2013, which party was Rochas Okorocha? Tinubu was in ACN. Buhari was in CPC. Rochas Okorocha was in APGA faction. Kwankwaso was in AMPP. In 2013, that's 2 years to 2015.
Okay, so link it up with where are you going to with this?
So where are you now saying that was when the APC was being formed? Understand me? That was when the APC was being formed. So what we are having now is
the people that you have mentioned with parties collapsed their political structure to create the All Progressives Congress.
When the
ACN stopped existing the day APC was created. There was no part of any conversation where Bola Ahmed Tinubu has come to say that I'm a member of ACN, but we are going to work with APC. APC was a party on its own.
APC came into existence in 2014, a year to the election, isn't it?
Yes.
So we still have 2 years to the election.
No, but I don't understand where I'm
So
still
what
not
I'm trying to
getting what
say,
you're saying.
you are people that are saying that
Which
the
people?
one you are people.
No, that's an allegation, and that's
APC
what, Doctor, that's not what you will not. That's what you will not do on this show.
APC
Exactly. Be more specific
saying,
with your discussion.
So P2B is in Labour Party as we speak.
Right.
He has sympathy for the coalition. Even 2 days ago, he said that he will join the coalition to remove Tinubu out of office.
Definitely.
That was he said 2 days ago. Understand me? ADC is being built. Understand me? It is a different political party that the other members of the genuine Nigerians are going into to rescue Nigeria, which is a sinking ship as we speak. So the party is at its embryonic age.
Well,
understand?
My question was on Peter Obi. Well, let's move away from Peter Obi's dual affiliation at this moment. Let's talk about the ADC coalition's unity. Can the ADC coalition maintain unity among its members with its position right now, including Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi, to effectively challenge the ruling All Progressives Congress?
They will do that. They will do that and more. These are adults. These are responsible citizens.
When they left the People's Democratic Party, Peter Obi left the People's Democratic Party ahead of the primaries in 2022. Were they not adults at the time?
Nelson Wike chased Peter Obi out of PDP.
Chased him out.
Nelson Wike, I want you to be on record. Nelson Wike chased Peter Obi out of PDP. It was because of Nelson Wike that Peter Obi left PDP.
Tell us about it.
Peter Obi and Atiku has always been friends, and they will continue to be friends. Peter Obi and Atiku are not having any misunderstanding.
I mean, Peter Obi has never denied the fact that they have a good relationship.
They are friends, and they will continue to be friends. But APC is just fabricating, creating, manipulating
Doctor,
things.
you just talked about chasing out of PDP. Tell us about it. How was Peter Obi chased out of PDP by Nyesom Wike?
One, in 2022, PDP were discussing zoning. PDP wanted that to zone to southeast. Understand me?
To the south.
To the south, to the south, and to the southeast specifically.
Well, everything that was in the news was the south, but go ahead.
To the southeast specifically.
There was no part of their conversation that added east, west, or south to the south.
To the southeast specifically.
PDP wanted to zone their ticket to the south.
And the article said, if it is zoned to the southeast, he will not contest. They set up a committee headed by Samuel Otom, the former governor of Benue State then.
Right.
And to discuss zoning. Understand? And their whole intention was to zone to the southeast.
To zone to the south.
Doctor,
you cannot continue to know you. I will not let you continue to mislead people on this. It was supposed to be zoned to the south. That is what other parties did.
Nelson Wike went and bribed them. Nelson Wike went and bribed them to throw it open.
To the south.
To throw it open.
So when the ticket was zoned,
excuse me.
When the ticket went to the north, was there a particular part of the north? So, we know that this unwritten document or this unwritten agreement is about south and north. So when you talk about zoning to the north, will you say that it was zoned to the north central or northeast or northwest ahead of that election? Then it came to the turn of the south, then it became a conversation around this is the first time I'm hearing this.
Okay, and you still hear more. Why they say to zone to the southeast is because south has produced president. Southwest has produced president. So the only geopolitical zone that has not produced president was the southeast.
The south has produced president, the north has produced
president.
The
south has produced president. Goodluck Jonathan was from the south.
He's from the south.
South.
He's a southerner.
if you don't want to us to do this thing, I'll walk away.
No, Jonathan was a southern candidate.
I'll not even. I'll stand up and walk away.
That was what
I
the
say
North.
South has produced a president. Southwest has produced a president.
But they are from the South, Doctor.
I said Southeast has not. Southwest, just like in the North, only Northeast has not produced a president.
So when they talk about zoning to the North, does conversation around this come out? Are we not still talking about northern presidencies?
APC assuming, God forbid, that Tinubu wins 2027. God forbid. In 2031, they are going to zone to Northeast.
To the North.
To the Northeast.
Let's move away from that conversation and talk about the Labour Party crisis. Will the internal conflicts within the Labour Party at this time, looking at two different factions, affect Peter Obi's presidential ambition? And do you think that the party can reconcile in differences? Or do you think it's because of these differences that Peter Obi is trying to play safe with his affiliation with the coalition?
I have said it before, and I will still say it again, that Labour Party is dead. I have said it before, and that Peter Obi would not have anything to do with Labour Party in 2027. Just like PDP is dead. Understand me?
Right.
PDP is dead. APC is just bringing up Jonathan's name. APC just bringing up Jonathan's name to deceive other people that to see if his name can resurrect a dead party, which is not going to work. Jonathan has never told anybody that he wants to contest presidential election.
Exactly.
So this call for Jonathan to run is the hand of Esau and the body of Jacob. Understand me? APC is behind the call for Jonathan to win all these games.
Oh, not the people in the PDP.
It's not. PDP is taking instruction from the Villa. PDP under Nyesom Wike takes instruction from the Villa. Understand me?
The other faction of PDP? Is there another faction of PDP?
The main PDP, which is under Atiku, has moved to ADC.
Your analysis today is quite interesting. And makes you like a new part of politics that Nigerians need to tap into. So this Jonathan
thing, APC is behind it.
But Jonathan has not agreed to run in any election. It's just speculation.
Jonathan from never told anybody.
Exactly.
So I'm telling you that this call, because PDP is dead. Understand? So what APC is now doing to stop people from defecting, they want to give the impression that PDP can be revived.
Before 2027.
Then who can they use as a poster boy? Good luck, Jonathan.
But they called for Peter Obi to return to their party. How about that? Is that also the part of some of the PDP chieftains trying to win Peter Obi to return back to the PDP? How about that?
That is still the APC at work.
Okay.
Banda Mohammed worked against Atiku Abubakar in 2023. Up to today, Atiku Abubakar and Banda Mohammed are not they're not in good terms.
But that's not new for politicians.
So we know where Banda Mohammed stands. So Banda Mohammed calling on Peter Obi, it is still the voice of Jacob and hand of Esau.
Okay, you've talked about
Jerry Ghana calling Peter Obi is still the voice of Jacob and hands of Esau. APC is behind all this.
You've talked about relationships and how Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar are friends and it's not going to be broken. Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Atiku Abubakar are friends. Do you think that friendship has been broken beyond what you see on the political front?
It has been broken.
You are so sure about that?
Yes.
Let's talk about opposition strategy. What strategies at this point can the opposition parties, including the ADC coalition, explore to strengthen their chances against the APC in 2027 elections? Because if you have so much conviction on how much strength the APC have over other political parties.
Which conviction?
I mean, you have strongly said that the APC is controlling the PDP, Labour Party is dead just like the PDP, APC is the one. So if you have that conviction that the APC is controlling oppositions and has left them in a an intensive...
APC is bribing them. APC is bribing Junior Sabure has given a Nyesom Wike position
So how do you think the human beings in ADC are bigger than the manipulation of the All Progressives Congress?
2027 is not just a political party. It is the hungry Nigerians. Understand me? It is the hungry Nigerians that APC is coming to face. Over what?
I mean, if you say that hungry Nigerians want change and they are going to go to the ballot with that energy, so how are you certain that Nigerians believe in the old wines that have made up the ADC?
I say ADC is the vehicle that suffering Nigerians will use to change Tinubu.
I totally understand what you said, but
that suffering Nigerians will use to change Tinubu.
I totally understand what you said, but the ADC, we know the people that are in the ADC. The ADC...
Are they not better than...
We know the people that are in the ADC. The ADC...
Are they not better than the people in APC?
I don't have a power over that. Nigerians are hungry and they want to vote out the people that brought them to this position. So if you are saying that Nigerians, the hungry Nigerians are the ones against the All Progressives Congress in 2027, how certain are you that Nigerians will still be gullible enough to fall for the same people who have just left for whatever reason to create, I mean...
Who was confused in 2015, understand me, that brought this upon themselves.
Atiku Abubakar was part of the success of 2015. Rauf Aregbesola was part of the success. Atiku Abubakar was a part of the APC.
Atiku Abubakar has one vote, understand me? Epileptic power supply.
Maybe because you stay in Lagos, you were so aware of Raji Fashola. I schooled and lived in Osun State for quite a number of years. And Rauf Aregbesola was at the forefront of rebranding and selling Muhammadu Buhari to Nigerians. So what has changed? What is he going to say to Nigerians this time that he has left the same administration where after he left as governor, he became minister under the same...
Of Ohanes Ndibo,
okay.
Southwest. Understand? So Daniel Bwanda is hallucinating.
I'm not understanding.
He cannot be in Abuja.
What's the voting pattern like?
He cannot be in Abuja and begin to talk about what... He doesn't give.
He doesn't give.
People follow
so
him.
What about the...
People follow him because of his... Excuse me.
Like Obasanjo.
He ran with Muhammadu Buhari. Understand me? In all these 5 things,
conversation was initially around the coalition. So if coalition refuse or whatever...
I said we follow tenants. We follow credible faith in Nigeria.
All right, absolutely. Let's go on a break now, Doctor. When we come back, we'll come to...
Wives and had 16 children. So one day, I came there.
2 wives and 16 children.
I came there, or the first son is my schoolmate in secondary school. So I came there, I saw them drinking that guy's dad.
Why, Doctor?
Why should you bring people to earth
to
suffer? Understand me? Why should you bring people to earth to suffer? That analogy is the same thing with this university thing.
Creation of university.
It doesn't make sense. You cannot create universities in every local government while they are not being funded. It doesn't make sense. So for me, universities are not, multiplication of universities is not our problem. Funding is our problem. Quality of education is our problem.
But we have a lot of people that want to go to school. Don't you think our population is gradually getting to a point where institutions cannot even accommodate a lot of